While we have you here, I mentioned you're on the Over Under podcast. I mentioned you're on NBC Sports Boston with Tom Giles at Encore. You also help out James Stewart with the Stick to Wrestling podcast, and it is Royal Rumble weekend. You can, I think, wager certain amounts on the Royal Rumble, but I believe you had a couple of selections for Royal Rumble winners. For those that don't know about the podcast, maybe this is a good way for them to tune in to that podcast anywhere you get your podcast, be it the iTunes Store, Apple, Google Play, anywhere you get that. Also on 98.5thesportshub.com. So for the Royal Rumble, do you have a couple of winners we should be looking out for?
Yes, and just so you know, it is a predetermined sport. Like, this is a script. A lot of books like Encore or wherever you're going, Plain Ridge could be another place. Obviously, the Caesars is on its way, which I know everyone around your way is very excited about. You can only you'll limit bets, and what I mean by limit is you might only be able to put like $200 on it, 220 to win 200. But to give you some picks, I'm a big wrestling fan. I follow this. This is the beginning of WrestleMania, which is somewhat the Super Bowl for wrestling in WWE. So it's the road to WrestleMania. I think Cody Rhodes is the favorite. Now, a betting term, when we say favorite, there might not be the greatest odds. What that means is, in this case, if you wanted Cody Rhodes to win, $150 will only net you $100. But there's some other odds that are very good. Sami Zayn, for example. I like Sami Zayn a lot. But $100, $200 if he wins. I mean, The Rock is one of the names on this list. He's plus 200. Seth Rollins. Even Stone Cold Steve Austin, who's 16-1. If you put $100 down and Stone Cold Steve Austin wins the Royal Rumble, you win $1,600.
That's going to buy you a lot of Steve Wise, for sure.
Yeah, and if you really want a long shot, a lot of Steve Wise. But Veer Mahan is plus 15,000. So
I forgot he's still employed.
I know he's still there, but there's some other names like Goldberg, 10,000. And you can bet smaller limits. So I just use 100. That's what most of Vegas terms use. But I'm excited. That's on the men's side. On the women's side, it's a little different, a little more interesting here. I'd like Bayley. I just feel like that would be somewhat of an interest to me if she won. But Rhea Ripley is the big favorite. Even money, so $100 wins you 100. Becky Lynch is on that. Don't be surprised if we get a Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins, men and women's winner. They're married in real life. Maybe it's something they can do on a storyline. And a long shot on the women's side if you want. Scarlett plus 15,000. Of course, she is the valet of Karrion Kross.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick two, I'd probably go Asuka. She's kind of going through that personality split there. And on the men's side, I think I would really break Vegas here because I think there could be some weird stuff going on. Maybe you see the head of the table do a little run in there, take out Cody Rhodes. It just seems a little too predictable, maybe. So maybe Roman Reigns really sets that road to WrestleMania on fire.
Yeah, and of course, it's WrestleMania will be in Hollywood this year, and I'm sure they want some sort of Hollywood matchup. And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, that's what everyone's hoping for. It's Saturday night. Tune in. It's on the Peacock. It's free, right? I mean, we're talking all this betting. We're gonna get that for free.
Hanging out at Kowloon watching it.
Hey, that's right. Get some Saugus wings.
There you go.